I've been waiting for this combination to come back around on RaceRoom, and finally it's back. 2016 DTM cars around the Nürburgring. We're starting from the back of the grid, we didn't qualify, and we get a pretty mediocre getaway. Certainly better than a couple of the guys ahead of us, as someone got rear-ended just then. And already we're up to P16 as we head down into turn 1 for the first time. We're just going to take it nice and easy, try and keep it sensible on the brakes, keep our nose clean, don't want to pick up too many incident points, and just try and get through the first couple of corners of lap 1 as unscathed as we possibly can. As always, if you find yourself enjoying this video at any point, please remember to hit the thumbs up button, and if you want to see more content like this, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. I would be incredibly grateful. As we come round turn 3 and then back on ourselves through turn 4, BMW on our left gets a little bit of a wobble and a pretty rubbish exit coming out of there, so we managed to gain that position back again, and now we're just behind the Mercedes. Going into turn 5, Audi manages to go around our outside. We need to leave him plenty of space. Don't want to pinch him too much on the inside there. And we've got another one who's following him through as well. Can we defend? Yes. Use the slipstream to defend from the guy ahead. Hopefully he doesn't go for a major send into the hairpin at the bottom of the hill. Just try and move over, and we managed to hold off. So we're still P17 as we come up the hill towards the Schumacher S. So far so good, no major dramas, no incident points at this point, which is great. We lose a little bit of time going up the hill as we just don't get the perfect line, so we're definitely not going to be going for a move into turn 11, but we are much better, much later on the brakes, a lot more confidence at this stage of the race. As we come round turn 12, make sure we get a really good exit because we don't want to lose time all the way down the straight. Is it a straight? It's got a kink in, hard to say. But we're nicely tucked up behind the Audi, so we're just going to follow him round. Not going to do anything crazy in the last chicane. Like I said, there's plenty of time. We don't need to rush it. Just make sure we get good drive as the Mercedes goes wide there, and there's a BMW off on the right hand side. It's definitely getting a little bit feisty, so we're going to try and get a little bit of a cut back, better exit maybe. Audi gets a little bit of a wobble, but he does have the slipstream to defend, which is not ideal for us, so we're just going to tuck back in behind him and just bide our time a little bit and wait. Try and go for a move on the brakes into turn 1. He leaves us the space, he doesn't squeeze us, which is nice, and we managed to get it stopped, get the move done, and we're now up to P15. So as we come round turn 2 again, he's still with us. I can just about see him on the radar there, but we've managed to hold off. I think he's had a little bit of a wobble and lost it on the exit. Now we can focus on moving forwards again as we follow this Mercedes round turn 4. He has a little bit of a snap, and so do we, so we have to just get out the throttle ever so slightly, and we follow him back down again towards turn 5. There's another yellow flag, so someone's obviously had an incident somewhere. And we've definitely got a lot more confidence on the brakes as the Audi has managed to lose it by himself. And we get another run going down the hill, but once again he's got that little bit of a distant tow there from the BMW just to help him. But we're going to make a move on the brakes, really late on the brakes, hold it to the inside as tight as we can, don't want to wash out wide, and then back up the hill through the Schumacher S once again. And now we are up to P13 and we're chasing down the BMW ahead of us. Not bad considering we started in P20, I think it was, all the way at the back pretty much. In the space of a lap and a half we've managed to get 7 places. Obviously some of them were freebies, but you take them where you can get them. And as we go around turn 12 yet again, we're looking for a really good drive out of there because we want to carry that speed all the way up to the final chicane to get as close to this BMW as we possibly can, so that we have a good chance down the pit straight using DRS to try and make another move into turn 1, and we close right up to the back of him on the brakes. Definitely a lot of confidence there. We are much faster at this phase of the race, just show our nose as we go through the final corner. That forces him a little bit deep on the brakes and just pushes him offline a little bit, so we pop the DRS open and that's the move done. Now unfortunately we're not going to have the DRS to defend for the next lap, so he is going to have that advantage over us, so we need to try and break away as quickly as we possibly can. That's one of the really great things about these 2016 DTM cars, the strategy that you can have with DRS, and you can use it to your advantage to try and break away, use it in attack and defence. It adds an extra dimension that normal GT3 racing just doesn't really give you. It would be so nice to see that in modern day GT3s, as we got another Audi off at the side of the road there, so that's another freebie gain there, and we're now up to P11, so in 2 laps we've gone from P20 to P11. Can we try and get as close to the top 3 as we possibly can? Is it possible? It's a tall order, there's only 10 minutes to go and there's a long way yet, but we'll give it our best shot. But yeah, these 2016 DTM cars, honestly so much fun to drive. If you've not tried them yet and you have them available to you in RaceRoom, I would 100% recommend it. They're definitely a little bit twitchy to drive, but so rewarding when you get them right. Once you nail the braking, you nail the accelerating, it's just such a great feeling. It's a shame that they're not represented in any of the sims out there at the moment other than RaceRoom. If RaceRoom had more detailed force feedback, these would just feel even better, because they're already good now, but there's definitely room for improvement with that force feedback from RaceRoom. As we've managed to close up to the Audi somewhat, we are 0.8 seconds behind, so hopefully getting DRS in the next lap. This final chicane we've been pretty good on the brakes so far, so hopefully we can close up a little bit further and maybe even give ourselves the possibility to go for a move into turn 1 on the next lap and just try and move forward as fast as we possibly can. So 0.4 seconds behind, definitely getting DRS, but as we were just saying about using it to attack and defend, he's also going to have it to defend from us because he's close to the guy ahead, so a little bit of a DRS drain, but we can both work together to move forwards at this stage. Definitely not close enough for a move into turn 1, so just tuck in behind. He's gone a little bit deep, leaving the space just in case he washes back out to our side of the track to get an optimal entry for turn 2. He doesn't, so that compromises his exit somewhat. He's gone a little bit defensive again, so now all we can do is we can just play the lines, position him where we want him, and we get a much better exit coming out of turn 4 there, down towards turn 5. We're going to have a little look on the brakes, but he's got the space to run it just a little bit longer on the brake pedal. Fortunately, no contact still. We're going to duck underneath, try and get a better exit again, but we have to get out the throttle. And we pop the DRS to try and get as close to him as we possibly can. Go for a move on the brakes again, into the hairpin, and once again we're just going to hug that inside curb as much as we can. We've got the move done at this point, and now it's all about defending. We need to try and break away as quickly as we possibly can, up through the Schumacher S once again, and that is now P9. If we just take stock of where we are at this point, we're currently 11.5 seconds off P3, so a podium is very, very unlikely at this phase. But we are certainly closing down on P8. We're at 1.5 seconds now as we get a good drive coming out of turn 12 again. The guy behind us has still got DRS, so we just need to be mindful as we brake up into the final chicane. He's got a good run, but he just backs out of it, which is really great, so we can focus on our braking now. Get a good drive through the final chicane. We were a little bit scruffy on the second part, but we managed to survive it with no real drama. So as we come around the final corner once again, we're not quite close enough to the guy ahead, 1.2 seconds, so no DRS for us. The guy behind is going to have DRS though, unfortunately. He's 0.8 seconds, so just need to be mindful of that as we head down into turn 1 yet again, hard on the brakes, down the gears, into second, hit the apex, and nice. So we've built ourselves a little bit of a gap behind, just over a second now, and we're sticking with P8, hopefully closing down on this lap. Through turn 3, hit the apex again in there, and then round turn 4, again, clip the curb on the inside, unsettle the car a little bit so we get a bit of a wobble, but nothing we can't manage. And then it's down towards turn 5, again, better on the brakes there, we gained a little bit of time so it's below a second, and then again, really nice drive out of turn 6, down towards the hairpin, and we're definitely a lot closer on this lap, so we should be able to make the move fairly soon. Even if we end up finishing where we are now, I think that's probably still a pretty good result given where we started. We've had some good racing, made some good overtakes, and honestly, this is what I really like about RaceRoom. In my experience, the racing is always really respectful. It's always really good. It's definitely the standard, maybe because of the player count, the standard just seems to be a little bit higher. Obviously your mileage may vary, pun intended, but for me, RaceRoom is generally the place for clean racing, or cleaner racing I think is fair to say. As we've managed to close up to the back of P8 now, we're less than a second behind as we come up to the final chicane, which this is where we have been really good, as I've said before, and that once again we managed to get a much better run through that final chicane. We're right on the back of P8 now, definitely going to get the DRS as we head down the main straight towards turn 1. Can we make the move on the brakes again? It would be nice. Pop the DRS open. He's got no way to defend. He's not even going to try. We're alongside, hard on the brakes, get it stopped, leaves us the room, doesn't try for the switchback, and that is the move done. And then it looks like we're also going to pick up another freebie here, as P7 has managed to lose it there, so they're off the track to the left, so we're now up to P7 ourselves, which definitely happy with that result. We've got 5.5 seconds to P6. We've only got 5 minutes left. We'll certainly give it a good go, but it might just be a little bit of a bridge too far, unfortunately. But honestly, what a really enjoyable race this has been so far. I've actually done something a little bit different with this race, and I've done a different style of commentary post-race, so let me know what you think. I'm not really that pleased with it personally, but maybe I'm just a little bit overly critical about it, I'm not sure. It's definitely harder to do retrospectively, I think, to try and make it fun and engaging, but just a learning experience for me more than anything, just a way to try and develop one's skills a little bit more. I have been trying to channel my inner Martin Brundle at certain points, but he's just got a totally different skill set that I don't think anyone will ever be able to replicate. And I am going to continue to bang this drum. If you've not tried this content in RaceRoom and you've got the online racing pack, honestly, give it a go. If you enjoy things like GT3 cars, Porsche Cup cars, you will enjoy this. It's a lot of fun. The cars are very difficult to drive when you first jump in. Once you get the hang of them, they're so engaging, and the addition of the DRS, it adds another element to play with, which it makes the racing a lot more enjoyable. And like I said, you can be strategic with how you use it, so whether you want to use it in attack or defence, it's totally up to you, and that's what makes it really enjoyable. I also want to say as well that the team at RaceRoom and KW Studios have done a really good job in improving the server stability. In the races that I did last night, I didn't have any issues whatsoever. Everything felt great, so huge props to them. It's definitely been one of my big criticism points for RaceRoom recently is the online server stability, and obviously it's hugely important when you're doing online ranked racing, but the fact that they seem to have got on top of it now is a huge plus. But as always, thank you very much for sticking around and listening if you've made it this far. Hopefully you enjoyed it, hopefully it was fun to listen to. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to leave you with the final 4 minutes of this race to find out if we make it any further forward. We're only 3 seconds off P6, so can we even get a top 6 finish? Who knows? Watch till the end, find out, and let me know what you think. But until the next time, take it easy, and I will catch you in the next one.
Just done a 146.65. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Matt. Yellow flag, sector 3. The gap to ahead is now 3.0 seconds. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes. It's now retired. Yellow flag in sector 1. Sector 1 is now green. Sector 3 is clear, green flag. Second closer for DRS. We've seen a bit of wear all round. one more lap to go. You've just done a 1:48.02. That's your best lap in this session. Sector 1, yellow flag. A few more tenths and we'll be in DRS range. Race. Green flag in sector 1. E7. And there's the finish. Well done. Good result.